This is a fuel filter, late model Chevrolet truck. Back in the 80s, if you didn't change your fuel filter and it stopped up, truck just ran bad. Whip it into a shop, about $3 for a fuel filter. Back then, about $15 for labor, and you had a new fuel filter, and your truck run fine. Or car. I'm saying truck because this is on a truck. Today, this fuel filter is about $25, $28 labor to replace, about a $16 filter. But if this filter stops up, not only does your truck run bad, but you've got a fuel filter that has taken out a fuel pump, killed it, dead, nada, needs to be changed. What happens is the fuel pump is capable of putting out 100 psi, 120 psi pressure. The truck only needs 60 psi. Well, you got a fuel pressure regulator, and anything above and beyond that 60 psi is diverted back to the fuel tank. As long as the fuel pump can cram the fuel through this stopped up filter, you don't even know you have a problem. Vehicle runs fine. But when this filter is clean, the fuel pump sees 60 psi head pressure, because that's what the engine needs to run. That's what the fuel pressure regulator regulates the pressure to. So at all times, the fuel pump sees a 60 psi load or head pressure. As this filter becomes restricted, the fuel pump may be seeing 65, 70, 75, 80, 90, 100 psi head pressure, and you don't know any of this is happening as long as the truck still runs good, and the truck will still run good as long as the pump can cram 60 psi to the motor. But when you have a fuel filter that is this dirty, and that's what the fuel looks like, that 100 psi head pressure load ruins the fuel pump. So back in the 80s, what used to cost $3 or $4 worth of parts and about $15 worth of labor now costs about $225 for labor to drop the gas tank and replace a $500 modular fuel pump assembly. So my recommendation to you guys, change that fuel filter once a year or every 12,000 miles, no matter what anybody, anywhere tells you. Because odds are the filter on your vehicle right now looks like this, if it has a filter. A lot of vehicles don't even have a filter anymore. That's out of your control, out of my control. But the filter is on the inlet side of the fuel pump, inside the gas tank. It's still not as bad as being on the pressure side, on the outlet side of the pump, and the pump is having to run under that 100 psi load. So make sure you get those fuel filters changed, and if you don't want to get hit with an $800 or a $900 repair that used to simply be whip in somewhere and under $100 later you were back on the road, vehicle running fine. Doesn't work that way anymore. Fuel pumps go out nowadays because of clogged fuel filters, and your filter may look just like this one and you don't even know it, if it's not bad enough to where the vehicle's running bad yet. But your fuel pump could go out tomorrow because of it.